Hi, my name is Angel Juarez, and this is my PowerPoint on the Houston Museum of Fine Arts. What comes to mind when I hear the word museum is a place that holds artifacts or art. And my mom works for a hospital, and she is going to an old museum that has cadavers, which is pretty interesting. And that being said, I also think of it as anything that is to be seen, just crazy things from all around the world. And some of the best museums I've ever been to are the Museum of Natural Science and the Museum of Fine Arts in Houston. I visited the museum twice in person. I did this because I initially misunderstood the assignment. I thought that the art was from the prehistoric through the Renaissance period, but due to that, I chose artwork from the Renaissance period, which was too late beyond the years. And I realized it was supposed to be from the prehistoric period up to the Renaissance period. And when I spoke to someone who was there on the first visit, they told me they did not have any pre-Renaissance art. Although the second time I came back, I had learned that it did have some, which I ended up finding on my second trip, which was today. And the museum was enormous and it had art from many different civilizations and different periods, such as Korea, China, Islamic stuff, and it was spread throughout multiple buildings, three in total actually. The Law Building, the Kinder Building, there's this other one I forgot. And what I liked it most about the Museum of Fine Arts and History was the section containing art from the Renaissance period. Most of it was so beautifully painted and made in such detail that I couldn't take my eyes off of it. And what I least liked about it was the art hanging in the hallways, like the art from the 1970s. This is just weird. But I wasn't able to see mostly everything due to time constraints. I did see a decent amount though. And I like to say that the place is just so big that you probably have to spend like an entire day going through it. But a pro is that they give you a tag to wear and gives you access to the whole place for a whole day. And lastly, if you're working on a college assignment, you can get in for free. Alright, in this picture, this is a Cambodian Buddhism art. And this title of this piece is Buddha Protected by a Seven-Headed Serpent, which was the story is during a rainstorm, this serpent, the great seven-headed one, had decided to help Buddha or protect Buddha while he was meditating during this rainstorm. And the medium being used for this piece is bronze, and it was created sometime circa 1200 in Cambodia. Now, I chose this artwork artifact due to the theme of the class and also the area that it's from. And I think it's remarkable. It's honestly beautiful, and the story of it's pretty cool. A selfie wasn't feasible, therefore I had people take pictures of me through all of my artworks. This is a piece of Islamic art, which is a Quran manuscript. And the piece was created between AH 718 through maybe sometime around 1318. And parchment is the medium that was used to create this piece. And I chose this artwork artifact due to the significance that I believe it holds, and the fact that it's also a great piece from an era that was acceptable. And again, I did have someone take a picture of me for this one. This is a piece of Tibetan Buddhism art known as the Standing Bodhisattva. It was created circa 1100, and the medium used for this one is gilded copper. I chose this artifact due to the theme of the class and area that we need to select from again. And as well, I also had someone take the picture for the rest of them. And here's my list of references, which is the Museum of Fine Arts and History, the webpage and location, as well as the Intro to Humanities, Field Trip PowerPoint, and Oral Presentation Guidelines. And now I'm going to show you some additional pieces I took pictures of from my trip to the museum. And this one is from my first trip, and it's a picture called The Four Elements, or not a picture, a painting with the title of The Four Elements, and it's from the Renaissance period. I thought it was beautiful. Definitely a little bit odd. The title of this one is Madonna and Child with St. John the Baptist, and it was made by Giuliano Bugiardini. I tried. I thought that this was a very interesting painting, and it's called The Mocking of Christ. This piece is the North Italian enthroned Madonna and Child. This was a piece that I actually thought was really, really cool, and it looked beautiful. The processional cross. I don't know if I'm going to say his name wrong, but this is Dionysus and Pan, which was made around 50 to 150 after death, and it was, if I'm not wrong, it was a Roman piece, and I just thought it was really interesting, as I've always liked Roman and Greek mythologies. This is another Roman piece that I found very interesting, and it's a statue depicting the goddess of Rome named Venus. And this is another piece that I also thought was interesting I got a picture with, which also happens to be from Rome. Alright, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but this is the last piece that I took a picture with that I'd like to share. And it is called the Vajra Varahi. Hope I got that right. Alright, and I'd like to thank you all for being here with me today and watching me through this presentation. Thank you, and may you all have a great day.